This is Darshana Gauchan with your B2B Cambodia Market update for November 12, 2024. The Cambodia Securities Exchange Index was up 1.58 points or 0.39% to 402.59. Total trade volume was down with only 67,654 shares changing hands at a total value of 406.9 million real or approximately $100,000. On the main board, 7 stocks were up and 2 remained flat, meaning no stocks were down. Leading the market was Grand Twins International, which was up 2.5% or 120 real to 4,920 real per share, followed by the Phnom Penh Anonymous Port, which rose 1.21% or 160 real to 13,360 real per share. Other stocks up included the Phnom Penh Water Supply Authority, Royal Group Phnom Penh SEZ, Akleda Bank, Sihanoukville Autonomous Port, and CAM GSM. The 2 stocks that remained flat were MJQ Education and Pestech Cambodia. Over on the growth board, both stocks were down. DBD Engineering was down 0.49% or 10 real to 2,050 real per share, while JS Land dropped 0.57% or 20 real to 3,480 real per share. Akleda Bank once again recorded the highest trade volume of the day with 41,938 shares changing hands at a total value of 293 million real or over $72,300, making up roughly 57% of total shares traded on November 12th. Phnom Penh Water Supply Authority recorded the second highest trade volume of the day, however with a significant gap to the highest, with only 8,098 shares changing hands at a total value of 50.5 million real or over $12,400, accounting for around 11% of Tuesday's trade volume. In other market news, Royal Group Phnom Penh SEZ reported lower sales but higher profits in Q3 of 2024. The company's sales in Q3 this year amounted to 12.8 billion real, which is an 83.22% decrease compared to the 76.5 billion real amassed in the same quarter of 2023. Meanwhile, net profits rose to 18 billion real or around $4.5 million, representing an increase of 216.47% compared to the same period last year. The company explained that the lower sales amount was due to a decrease in land sales, while net profit was higher in spite of the lower sales due to an increase in income from the sale of an investment property. MJQ Education also published its Q3 financial statement for 2024, noting a decrease in net profit and operating profit. The company's revenue increased slightly by 5.02% compared to the previous quarter. However, operating profit dropped significantly by 91.6% and net loss rose by 351.71%. The company emphasized that this short-term decline is primarily due to the American Intercon School's extended summer break, which impacted revenue for the quarter, along with the expected negative operating profit from newly established campuses that have yet to reach their break-even point. Moving on to the exchange rate, the Khmer Real to USD strengthened to 4,053 real per US dollar, while the US dollar index was up to 105.79. Looking at global commodities, oil prices were little changed on Tuesday, awaiting further price direction from OPEC's monthly report, with investor disappointment over China's latest stimulus plan and oversupply concerns keeping buying interest at bay. Brent crude futures rose 4 cents to 71.87 US dollars a barrel. Gold, meanwhile, fell to its lowest in nearly 2 months, weighed down by a stronger dollar, while investors awaited a set of key U.S. economic data and comments from U.S. Federal Reserve officials for further clarity on the interest rate trajectory. Spot gold fell 0.9% to $2,597.91 US dollars per ounce, hitting its lowest since September 20th. U.S. gold futures fell 0.5% to $2,604.30 US dollars. As of the time of the Cambodian market's closing, U.S. stock futures were falling back early Tuesday after the S&P 500 closed above 6,000 for the first time on Monday. The index is on course for its first back-to-back yearly gains of more than 20% for the first time since 1998. Dow Jones Industrial Average futures were down 35 points or 0.1% after closing above 44,000 for the first time yesterday. S&P 500 futures also fell 0.1%, as did contracts tied to the technology-heavy Nasdaq 100. All 3 indices finished Monday higher. This was Darshana Gauchan with your B2B Cambodia Market update for November 12th.